Welcome to the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Shagdog's here. Hopefully I'm not lagging because I can't even do an intro on here. And when I hit live, it took forever to come up. But doing Sam Adams Oktoberfest. No, this is not our Fall Oktoberfest special. I saw the 12-pack at the store this morning. I was like, you know what? I haven't had it in a can in a long time. I usually get it in a bottle. So let's just go ahead and buy the 12-pack. $20 is like $19.94 for a 12-pack. I think that's ridiculous, but what can you do? Most of the stores I go to around here to buy singles, they don't have stuff like this, Sam Adams or any other kind of beers like this. Sierra Nevada, not even Sierra Nevada is actually Dogfish Head, but stuff like this, Sierra Nevada, I never find any singles normally. Once in the blue moon, I guess I might, but yeah, Beer Advocate gives this because I didn't look it up. But let's go ahead and look it up. Beer Advocate, Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Not my favorite Oktoberfest. Probably not even in my top 20. Might be in my top 50. Only because I've only drank about 80 or 100 Oktoberfest, maybe. 83 on Beer Advocate, though. It's considered a Märzen Oktoberfest by Boston Beer Company. And 1810, the Oktoberfest tradition was born. The Munich celebrated the Crown Prince's wedding with a special beer and a 16-day party. We know that as Oktoberfest. Our version is classic style blends hearty malts for a deep, smooth flavor of caramel, creating a brew that's perfect for the season or whatever you're celebrating. Smooth with a roasty sweetness and a light hop character. When I used to get this years ago, I thought it was pretty good, but last 4 or 5 times I've had it, I just didn't like it. But maybe in the can will bring back the freshness. We shall see. It does have a nice color, man. It's like a caramel orange looking color to it. So it does look really nice, and the head is like a beige, almost going into a tan head. So even the head looks nice, but it's Sam Adams, so we'll see. We shall see. Let's zoom in a little bit. Bam. Let's give it the old nose test. Yeah. Yeah, definitely caramel, roasty malts. Maybe some type of hop in there, Noble or something. It smells all right. It doesn't smell like great. I've had a lot better Oktoberfest, but maybe this year, early version. So maybe it's fresh right off the outlet tank, So hopefully it turns out all right. So let's try it. Let's pour the rest of that in there. Let's do it. It's not Oktoberfest yet, so. But yeah, nice can. All right, let's do it. Cheers. Prost. Not too bad. Sam Adams Oktoberfest, it has hints of goodness. Like, wow, this is a good Oktoberfest. But then you're like, wait, it's missing. It feels like it's missing something. At the front end, there's hardly anything. But as soon as it starts going over your palate, then you start tasting the breadiness, the roasted malts, the caramel. Very mild, but it's there. And then as soon as it gets to the back end, you're like, wait, there's something missing there. Yeah. Maybe not enough roastiness or breadiness to it. But it is an easy drinking Oktoberfest. It just feels like it's missing something. I'm not sure what it is, but it's pretty good. I'd say it's a really good intro to the Oktoberfest. If you never had an Oktoberfest before, yeah, go ahead and start off with Sam Adams or the Yingling Oktoberfest or the Shiner. I think this is better than the Yingling or the Shiner Oktoberfest. So I think Sam Adams is the best out of those type of Oktoberfest. You know, those small breweries or whatever. Yeah. What would I give this? Yeah, it's not bad. I think it could do a whole lot more, though. But it's nice and easy to drink. There's nothing really too off-putting about it or anything. So, you know what? And it's pretty fresh. Could be the can. I'm going to give it a B- and a swallow. This year, I think I usually give this a C+. This year, though, it might be the can, you know. B+, or not a B+, B- and a swallow. There you go. Remember, when I first started drinking Oktoberfest beers, well, the first Oktoberfest beer I had actually was a Hacker Shore. I went with Jammer to a German restaurant in Tampa University Mall. Mr. Dunderbox is no longer there. And yeah, had some Hacker Shore Oktoberfest. I thought it was too strong at first. I was like, man, I don't know if I can drink this stuff. But after you have a liter, yeah, it's pretty good. And then when I first had Sam Adams, I think it might have been 2009, 2008. We weren't doing the beer reviews yet. We didn't start doing the beer reviews till 2011. So I bought like a 6-pack or something. I thought it was pretty good back then, but maybe my palate has grown, or maybe they cheapened it up since then. Who knows? But it's not bad. It's just missing a little something, a little extra roastiness or a little extra breadiness or maybe even a little caramel. It's just missing something. I don't know what it is. But it's not too bad, though. Pretty good. This will probably be my drinking and thinking beer for the next month because I got a 12-pack, so. Pretty good. Now, on a different note, July, August. Should Oktoberfest beers be out that early? I used to say, man, what the heck are Oktoberfest beers doing out this early? And of course, back then, before I started doing a beer review, I used to buy something like this middle of August when it came out, end of August. But now it's even earlier, beginning of August. Some places, on some of these groups I'm in, some people that even said they saw this like 2 weeks ago in their store, like on July 16th or something. This is the first time I seen it was this morning. But here's the pros and cons of Oktoberfest Märzen beers, even Fest beers style, if you like that one better. Here's the pros and cons of, coming out too early in July or August. The pros are extended celebration. Wow, you get Oktoberfest in end of July, beginning of August. If you love Oktoberfest beers, great for you, right? There are some Oktoberfest beers that are year-round. Hacker Shore is year-round, I believe. I think Spot in Oktoberfest is year-round, but I haven't seen it in so long. I don't even know if it's in the U.S. anymore. I haven't seen it in Florida or up here in quite a few years. But yeah, extended celebration. Avoiding the rush. You get these in July and August now. You avoid the rush in end of September, October, when Oktoberfest is actually going on. And you get to the store and they ran out or whatever. So you buy in July, August, you got your Oktoberfest, right? And the other pro coming out early is the summer vibes of the Oktoberfest with some actual summer foods, I think. Barbecue, crap, even maybe hamburgers or hot dogs, it probably would work well with Oktoberfest. Now, the cons of Oktoberfest coming out too early. These beers are traditionally associated with fall Oktoberfest celebration, which is at the end of September going into October. So basically drinking it too early, by the time the actual celebration comes up, you might be tired of it by then. Some fans prefer to wait for the traditional September-October release. So making an earlier release feels like a tease, or I'm like, man, that's just too damn early. And probably the last con is confusion with other seasonal beers. Summer beers are still on the shelves too, so an early Oktoberfest release might get you lost in the mix. You're like, whoa, Oktoberfest, and I got summer beers. Which ones do I buy? You know, I'm thinking by August, though. You probably should have bought all your summer beers. But yeah, that's probably the biggest one. It's just too early with me. I see pumpkin creamers out there now too. I'm like, man, it's just too damn early. I saw pumpkin creamers like a week or 2 ago. 2 weeks ago, pumpkin creamers. Yeah, because I was on vacation. July 23rd. Yeah, so the day before I went on vacation, I saw pumpkin creamers. Too early for pumpkin. Too early for Oktoberfest in my book, but I just said, hell, went ahead and bought the 12-pack. Yeah, so all you non-Oktoberfest Märzen beer lovers, this would be a good intro Oktoberfest, I guess. I'd recommend an actual real German one. Paulaner, or Hackershore, which is my favorite spot, and it would be great to get my hands on a Lowenbrau Oktoberfest, but I don't think they sell those in the U.S. either. Probably a lot of other ones too. They say the one of the best rated ones here in the U.S. is the Great Lakes Brewing Company's Oktoberfest. I believe is one of the top rated ones on Beer Advocate. So there you go. Some local breweries do have some good Oktoberfest. I've had some Oktoberfest for some breweries here in the Augusta, Georgia area, Columbia, South Carolina, even some from like Charleston or something, North Carolina. So you go to your local area brewery, the best breweries in your area or surrounding area, they might make a pretty good Oktoberfest. So yeah, too early for me though. Last year I drank my first Oktoberfest. I think it was the beginning of September. I usually wait till the end, towards the end of September. I'll take that back. About 3 or 4 years ago, I went shopping for Oktoberfest around September 10th or something like that. That was the earliest I ever went shopping for Oktoberfest beers. Last year, I think it was around the same time, beginning of September. I was like, I'm not buying Oktoberfest beers in August, but here I am. But just as one, I got plenty of other beers to do that are non-fall beers. I figured, what the heck? Buy a 12-pack, making my drinking and thinking beer for the next couple weeks or so. And there you have it. Delish. Oh, that was my half-brother in New York just messaging me. His daughter was married yesterday up in New York, upstate New York. So I sent him a text earlier because he's not on Facebook anymore. It's hard to keep in touch with him unless I text him or call him. But so I saw that your daughter was married yesterday. Congratulations. You're now a father-in-law, and soon you will be a granddaddy. So he just messaged me back, laugh out loud. Thanks. But one thing I got to say about that is that's my second niece. I mean, granted, it's my half brother, his daughter, niece. I only met her like 3 times, maybe 4 times. Probably about 3 times. 2 or 3 times. She came down to Florida to visit back 2011 or 12. She was probably 14, 15. My half brother and his wife came down to visit. And then I think one time I saw her when I went up to New York. 2 times I went to New York. The last 2 times, 2011, 2013. I think I saw her in 2012. So I don't really know her that well. Don't even know my half brother that well, really. Don't even know my half brother that well, really. I think I just lagged up. But I didn't get an invite to the wedding. So that's the second niece that has been married in the past year that I didn't get an invite. The first niece last year, my actual older brother's daughter, didn't get an invite from her. Although since 2020, the great year of 2020, we've been estranged. Is that how you say it? Estranged? Her brother and my grandmother had a little outing, a little fallout because of something I started. Well, I started something with him personally, and then somehow he retaliated to my mother about some personal feelings he had. He's letting loose his feelings. And I don't think my mother and him have spoke yet. So he hasn't spoke to his grandmother since, and she hasn't spoken to him. I did run into him about 2 or 3 times after that. But he's like, hey, sir. Call me sir or something. And didn't even talk to him. But besides that, his sister has never even tried to contact me or my mother, her grandmother, or my other brother who lives in Florida, close to them. So it's it is what it is, right? So I didn't get an invite for her wedding. Of course, I haven't talked to her since 2020, so I understand. And then my other niece. So I got one more niece that's going to be a senior in high school this year. Maybe when she gets married, I'll get an invite, hopefully. I got one more niece and 2 nephews. The one nephew that has fallen out with my mother, his grandmother, I probably won't get an invite for him if he ever gets married or anything. And it was really weird because I saw something on his Facebook and I called him out on it. I said, man, what the hell's wrong with you? Why you got like Chinese communist crap on your Facebook? He was like, what the hell's wrong with you? America's imperialistic, speaking some Chinese communist bullshit. He's like, America's an imperialistic blah, blah, blah. And something about the army, military or whatever. And he's like, screw the army and screw America and imperialists. I'm like, man, what the hell are you talking about? Screw the army. I said, man, you got family, your great grandparents, great uncles. Your father was even in the army for about a month. That's how it started. I won't go into the whole details of what he said there, but I guess speaking of his deceased father really triggered him, and he went off. He's like, fuck you and fuck my dad. Or something like that. I forget what he exactly said, but he said, get off my feed. I'm like, okay, dude, I'll get off your feed. I was like, what the hell? Anyhow, 10 minutes later, I guess he called my mother, his grandmother, was pouting and crying about stuff that happened to him as a kid, and his father treated him bad and that kind of stuff. And my mother's like, you never told me this. Your mother never told me this, because my mother would have beat my brother's ass. But nobody ever told him. I guess they were in too much fear for my brother. I guess, I don't know. But he blamed my mother, his grandmother, for everything because she didn't do anything. There you go. That's all out on the internet now. And he hasn't talked to my mother since. And you disrespect my mother, you're not getting no respect from me. All right, I'm back to the beer. Back to the beer, and the beer's gone. I should do a drinking and thinking. One more beer, maybe. I don't like drinking on work days because I work graveyard shift, as you all know, all of our 10 viewers. And those of you that know me, work graveyard shift. So I might drink one more. I'm lagging. I'm freaking lagging again. I should have hooked up the other cable. Wi-Fi signal is not strong with this one. But yeah, we'll do one more. Maybe drinking and thinking and call it a day. So we'll see you in the next one. Spit or swallow beer review. Shagdog. Keep it real. Keep it positive. If not, stay off my feed. Have a great day.